I need you to stay calm for a second. This might sound serious, but I promise you, it's not what you think. Someone just got into an accident, and for a moment, it felt real. The panic, the fear, the rush of what just happened. But then, it's just a joke, right? That's what makes it funny. That's the point of today. To trick someone, to make them believe something that isn't true. But let me ask you something. What happens when they believe it too much? Pranks don't feel like lying. They feel harmless, like you're just playing with someone's reaction, creating a moment, a story, something you can laugh about after. And that's why they go too far, because your brain doesn't treat it like a lie. It treats it like entertainment. You're not thinking about consequences. You're thinking about timing, about delivery, about how real it looks. And the more real it feels, the better the reaction, the stronger the emotion, the more successful the joke. But there's something you don't see in that moment, because while you're focused on the setup, they're experiencing it. For them, it's not a prank. It's real. The fear, the panic, the confusion. And your brain ignores that, because you know it's fake, so it doesn't feel serious. But their brain doesn't know that, not yet. So they react like it's true. And in those few seconds, they feel something real, something intense, and that's where it turns. Because once someone feels something like that, you don't just erase it by saying, it's just a joke. Because the emotion already happened. The fear already happened. And even if the situation wasn't real, the feeling was. And that changes something. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly. In the way they look at you, in the way they trust you, in the way they pause for a second longer before believing you again. Because now they know you're capable of making them feel something like that for no real reason. And once that's there, it doesn't fully go away. It didn't feel serious. It was just a prank. Something quick. Something harmless. He wanted to see her reaction. That's all. So he got his friends involved. Told them what to say. How to say it. Call her. Tell her I had an accident. Make it sound real. And they did. They called her. Calm voice. Serious tone. Just enough detail to make it believable. And at first, she didn't understand. She asked questions, tried to piece it together. But the more they spoke, the more it started to feel real. Her voice changed, from confusion to fear. She tried calling him. No answer. Again. Nothing. And now, it wasn't a joke anymore. Her breathing got faster, her thoughts racing, trying to imagine what happened, where he is, if he's okay. And for those moments, it was real to her. Completely real. Then finally, he called. She picked up instantly, and before she could say anything, he laughed. It's just a joke. Silence. No relief. No laughter. Just silence. Because in that moment, something didn't switch back. The fear didn't disappear. It stayed. And now, she was looking at him differently. Not because of what happened, but because of what he chose to make her feel. He tried to explain, tried to laugh it off, but it didn't land. Because some things, once someone feels them, don't go away just because they weren't real. And from that moment on, she didn't react the same, didn't trust the same, didn't believe him as quickly as before, because now she knew that even when he sounded serious, it might not be. And that's all it took. Not a lie, not a mistake, just a moment that felt real when it shouldn't have. April Fool's Day isn't dangerous because people lie. It's dangerous because people believe, because for a few seconds, you get to control what someone feels, their reaction, their emotions, their reality, and it feels harmless because you know it's not real. But they don't. Not yet. And in that moment, that's all that matters. Because once someone feels something like that, fear, panic, betrayal, you don't just take it back by saying, it was just a joke. Because the feeling already happened. And your brain doesn't separate real from not real the way you think it does. It just remembers what it felt and who made it feel that way. So the next time you say something serious, they hesitate. The next time you tell the truth, they question it. Not because they want to, but because now they have a reason to. Because you showed them that even when you sound real, you might not be. And that's the problem. Because trust isn't broken when you lie. It's broken when someone realizes you can make them feel something real for no reason. And once that's there, it doesn't fully go away. No matter how many times you say, it was just a joke.